5 dirty little secrets about Hillary that the media isn't talking about. Members of the media, especially its liberal branch, like to brag about their tough coverage of Hillary's email scandal. And it's true that over the past several months, some reporters have asked Hillary far sharper questions about her use of her private email server than any query she faced at last week's 2-hour Cinderella and the Four Dwarfs Democratic debate. But what these liberal reporters don't say is that they've used the excuse of their email focus to give Hillary a free ride on everything else that she's done that is either unethical or illegal. In fact, as Hillary prepares to testify this week before the Benghazi Committee, newspapers, television, and news websites have been full of stories about how a revitalized Hillary has come through her email ordeal undamaged and has suddenly become more relatable. If reporters want to get serious about the Hillary stories that haven't been getting the coverage they deserve, there's a place they can turn to for help. My book, Unlookable: The Problem with Hillary. Here are 5 dirty little secrets about Hillary that I covered in my book and that the media isn't talking about. The smoldering gun. Even the most partisan skeptics on the left agree that Hillary's chances of becoming president would be radically reduced if a smoking gun could be found regarding her involvement with foreign donations to the Clinton Foundation. I interviewed 3 people who had first-hand knowledge of Hillary's collusion with the foundation while she was Secretary of State. Bill Clinton's advice on how to deal with Marco Rubio. During dinner with friends at the Clinton home in Chappaqua, New York, Bill Clinton singled out Senator Marco Rubio of Florida as the Republicans' greatest threat to Hillary. Bill pointed out that Rubio posed a generational challenge to Hillary and a challenge for the Hispanic vote. "We've got to destroy him before he gets off the ground," Bill said. How Chelsea's husband, Mark Masvinsky, takes advantage of his Clinton connection. Masvinsky started raising money for his hedge fund, Eagleval Partners, in 2011, barely a year after he married Chelsea. He met with a series of wealthy investors who had close ties to Bill and Hillary, including Lloyd C. Blankfein, the CEO of Goldman Sachs, which had paid Bill $1.35 million for 8 speeches. Hillary's health issues. Hillary is plagued with frequent blinding headaches and is constantly worried that she is developing another blood clot on her brain. She is concerned about the trembling in her hands and suffers from insomnia. Bill believes she is in denial about her health and has urged her to travel with a full-time physician. Hillary ignores Obama's orders. President Obama knew from the beginning of Hillary's tenure as Secretary of State that she was A. using an unsecured private email account, B. taking foreign donations for the Clinton Foundation, and C. in frequent touch with the detested Sidney Blumenthal. Through Valerie Jarrett, his senior political advisor, the president ordered Hillary to stop all 3 things, and she ignored him. Valerie Jarrett's 6-pronged investigation of Hillary, with President Obama's approval. Valerie Jarrett ordered the State Department to launch 6 separate investigations of Hillary's conduct as Secretary of State, including the use of her expense account, her private email system, and her collusion with the Clinton Foundation. The Obamas, Barack and Michelle, were obsessed with Hillary's cascading email scandal. They pressed Jarrett for information. They wanted to know everything: Hillary's poll numbers, how she was coping, what Bill was up to, and how Hillary intended to escape from the email trap of her own making.